If you want to hear something scary, don't scroll. I'm a professional cleaner and I clean clinics at night. And the story that I'm about to tell you is something that happened to me at this very clinic right here. So, setting the scene, it's late. I do the clinics at night, in the middle of the night, usually 12 to 6 a.m. So I was literally just going about my normal routine like I'm doing right now, taking the trashes, wiping things down. So yeah, I'm just going about my normal routine, whatever, and I heard something. It sounded like a voice, which I've heard voices before in the clinic. I've heard footsteps, I've heard and seen doors shut. I've heard and seen doors shut. I've heard footsteps walking behind me. I felt breath on my neck. But this one was different because the voice was my voice. That's not it. I was literally like, no, fuck no, hell no, nah, 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 nah. So I ignored it. I turned the volume up louder on my headphones and I kept fucking going. I kept working. I was like, no, I have to get this job done no matter what anyway. So even if I do hear something, it's a one-way street, you know? And so about like another 20 minutes go by and I hear it again, louder, down the hall, like from where I was. I'll even show you where it was. So I was cleaning this area and I heard it down this way, which is I was right over there. It was like right down here. And since this is like a contracted job and I need to make sure that I'm safe and that the people who are coming in the morning are safe, I did a little walkthrough to make sure that nobody was actually in here, like a fucking weirdo. Even though, like, if there was somebody in here, I don't even know what I would have done. I have fucking trash bags as my weapon. I don't know, though. Has anybody else ever heard their own voice when they're by themselves? I mean, I've experienced a lot of scary shit, and, like, that was probably the only thing that has made me ever stop in my tracks while cleaning. Like, I had my headphones on, I stopped mopping, like, I had the mop in my hand, like a deer in headlights, like listening to see if something would make the sound again. But I definitely heard my own voice say hey 2 times to me. I heard my own voice say hey to myself, like, no, I'm sorry, no. Every single day that I'm in here, I have this really eerie feeling like I'm being watched and followed and stuff. But that day particularly, when I heard that, it was just like, it was so heavy in here, I couldn't even like breathe. It felt like I was breathing in through fog, and like I just felt heavy, and like something was definitely watching me, following me, breathing down my neck, and like literally just watching my every move that day. And yeah, no, it was a fucking no for me. I'm talking about it in a humorous tone right now because I'm literally in the same building that it happened to me in, and I'm not even close to being done cleaning. So I gotta be here for another like hour or two. And that is also a big no for me, but I have to do it anyway because my bank account.
Girl, I was just thinking that. I was like, why do people tell scary stories in the place that the scary happen? Like, no, what are we doing? Hospitals and clinics, bro. And the clinics, huh? You know, like hospitals, yeah, you expect that, but a clinic? Do people unalive in clinics? You know, I feel like that might be a dumb question. However, I've never heard of it. It might not be a dumb question. Questions aren't dumb, except, you know, if the question is, are you black? And it's just like, like, yeah, that one was a little silly. That one was silly. But yeah, no, friend. No, I've never heard myself say my name out loud, and it wasn't me. Like, I don't want to ever experience that. Like, no. I've heard God say my name out loud, but not anything else. And that's how we're gonna keep it. That's how we're gonna keep it, okay, honey? Girl, nah. Talking about a trash bag can't be a weapon. Okay, boo. Anything can be a weapon. Open up that trash bag. Put it over the head. What we doing? You can't breathe, honey. You can't breathe. You need oxygen. You need oxygen. Cause anything could be a weapon. Those big old trash bags, those industrial trash bags, those big old rolls. Oh heck yeah, we got those. That could be a weapon. You hit somebody, have one of those things drop on your foot before. You ever had one of those drop on your toe? Girl, that could be a weapon. We swinging. Cause what do we do? Girl, bye. I think about everything. When I think about stuff, I be like, what could be used as a weapon? Oh, everything. This hair. You see how long it is? You see how long this, girl. Anything could be used as a weapon. I'm glad she was okay. Honestly, after that happened, I would think I would have to have somebody there with me. You know how those people be like, oh, while I'm at work and security guards or whatever, they're always on the phone or something. They always on FaceTime or something like that. That would be me. There used to be a this building. Because if you don't know, now you know. I used to work for the post office and I worked the business route, and there was this one building. If you don't know North Carolina, we are a furniture capital. We have furniture stores everywhere. And there was this one store that was like a furniture showcase warehouse, kind of like it has showcases. Like you go inside this big old building and you walk and there's showcases of furniture, like setups of living rooms, bedrooms. Like it's a little eerie, but I always have to deliver there every day to this one security guard that be sitting in the middle of the warehouse, like kind of, so it almost looked like a hospital, but he'd be sitting in the dark and you would like come through. I would come through the back of the warehouse, like where the loading is. There was a door, and right there's like a elevator so you can bring up the furniture, and I would go through there and I had to go through hallways, and every hallway was like motion sensor light, so it'd be dark and it's like a warehouse, so it was like those flickering lights that came on. You just walk and you keep on walking down the hallway and you could hear his radio. He'll be listening to the radio or something, and you hear that as you're walking. But if you turn left, it's a dark warehouse with furniture, so you turn into a freaking showcase. But there will be times where he would not be there. It would just be music playing and he would not be there, and it was just dark, and I would walk in there. Every time I'd be like, it's a little creepy, just a little. Maybe that's that feeling they be talking about, that unsettling feeling, because it was a little creepy, but it wasn't like I was scared because I went there every day. So yeah, it was still a little creepy though. So I know how she feel about that. Like places that supposed to have a lot of people in them, but you go at times where they don't have a lot of people, is very eerie. Girl, be safe at work. I understand you say I get this money because I'm pretty sure a contract, a cleaning contract, because know a few people who clean for a living, and they may bang. They own their own cleaning company, and they may bang cleaning offices and warehouses and all that stuff. Girl, get that money, honey. Fuck that ghost. Fuck that ghost. Don't let them interfere with your money.
Okay, y'all, quick story time on how a ghost took a picture of me and then I was hospitalized soon after. Now, bear with me because I'm not a storyteller, but I have a lot of stories to tell, so I'm gonna try to get better with it. So this incident happened way over a decade ago. I was like 18, I'm 35 now. So I had this guy that I used to send pictures, like videos to, like of me dancing. He loved to see me dance, and he made music, and I used to always go to the studio with him and whatever. But he had tragically passed away in a car accident, right? So this one time after he had passed, I had made a video. Like I was dancing. I don't like professionally dance, not like a stripper or something. I was at home. Imagine back then my phone did not have a front camera, so I had to turn the phone around, prop it up so it could watch me dance. I was dancing to Trina Look Back at It. I was twerking. Like I don't even know why I was doing that. That's neither here nor there. I was young. So I'm dancing, like twerking. I'm killing, like look back at it, girl, look back. So anyway, I go back to watch the video, and you know I had to pick the phone up and watch the video. I wanted to make sure the angles was good and everything was popping. So behind me though, while I was dancing, my closet was ajar. So when I went to go watch the video back, I seen like something moving in the closet on the video, because I'm like, what the fuck? So then it took like a picture. It took like it was like a flash, but the silhouette was like a skull. So it was like dark right here. It was dark, but it was white, like a white shadowy figure. And I was like, am I tripping? Imagine I was still staying with my mom. I think I was like 17, 18. I had just moved out when I was 18, so I had to be 17. So I'm like asking my mama do she see it? She like, I did just see that flash. And she like, what the fuck? I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm like, what's going on? So I start going crazy. Not going crazy, but I couldn't believe it. I start asking everybody's opinions. So I stayed in the hood. And there was a place up the street where a lot of guys just standing, but I knew them. They was cool or whatever. So I was asking a couple people, like, do you see this? So this one guy, he had a crush on me. And I'm like trying to show him the video, make sure I wasn't tripping. I'm like, listen, you gotta pay attention to the closet. Do not pay attention to me shaking my, because I had a federal ass back then. Don't pay attention to me. He looking at the video, and I'm like, you see? He like, oh wait, play it back, because I wasn't paying attention, because he was too busy looking at me dancing. I'm like, listen, you really have to pay attention to the class. He like, okay, let me do it again. And he look, and he like, you gotta play it back real quick, because I wasn't paying attention. I got distracted. I'm like, listen, really? So he finally was like, damn, I do see it. It was like a little flash, like they took a picture of me. And the whole time I'm like, this gotta be Vernon. Like, this gotta be Vernon, the one who passed away that I used to be sending the videos to. I said, this gotta be him, because ain't no way. Like, that's crazy. And I didn't have no bad vibes at that time. So I asked at least 20 people, because I just could not get over it. And everybody, they witnessed it, and they seen the shadow, and they seen the flash. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I know I ain't tripping. So maybe like a week later or so, I had got this really, 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 really bad headache, to the point where I couldn't even see. I couldn't even open my eyes, and my head was throbbing. I always suffer from migraines, but this one was different. Like, I had to go to the hospital. Like, I could barely swallow. The light was bothering my eyes. And I'm like, something going on. So my friend at the time, he's still my friend to this day, and he a witness to the story too. He took me to the hospital. They admitted me. They diagnosed me with meningitis. It wasn't like the point where I'm losing limbs and stuff, but it was bad. So they had put all my stuff in those bags, you know, they put all your belongings in, those clear bags, those hospital bags. They put all my belongings in there. I wasn't even thinking about my phone, because I was in so much pain. And then they gave me like some morphine, so I was on 10. I was like high as fuck. I really didn't know what was going on, and he was there with me. So I think they had me in there for like 2 days. So when it was time for me to leave and I got better, my friend came and got me, and I'm like, where my phone at? And he like, I don't know. I'm like, what you mean you don't know? I was literally looking for my phone. My phone was gone. And I feel like it's a reason why, because I was just showing too many people what was going on with that video. And I'm like asking the nursing staff. I kept going back to the hospital, and I kept asking my friend, like, you sure you ain't taking my phone? But me, I'm cool. Like, I know he wouldn't do nothing like that ever, and we still cool to this day. He went up to the hospital every day. I'm like, somebody stole my phone. And I'm just like, it's not a coincidence that video that I got in that phone is evidence that phone disappeared. And I just didn't understand it. To this day, I don't know what's going on, but I wanted to tell that story. There's a lot of paranormal things happen to me. That's not the only thing. I also have a story time on where my mama was possessed by a demon, and I actually have footage of that. So if y'all want that video, definitely let me know. And there was witnesses there. My kids was there. We all witnessed it. And I also have a story time on how my brother, who passed away, we think he called us inside his urn, like his ashes. That's another one. And I have another one after that. Like, stuff be happening to me, and I'm like, I think I'm different, and that's okay. Everybody different. I'm not like a bad different. But I did want to let y'all know that my phone got stolen or disappeared after I exposed that there was a fucking ghost in my video taking a picture of me while I was dancing to Trina look back at it with my fat old booty right there. I had this long ponytail. Like, y'all know I we used to wear the long donkey ponytails. I had an Aeropostale collar shirt on. It was purple. I had some plaid shorts that had purple, orange, and like brown in it. So like, that was what we was wearing back then. And I was like, you know, getting it with my long ponytail, like feeling good. And that goes it just threw my whole vibe off after I watched my video back. But just tell me if y'all want another story time, and I got y'all.
Yeah, I remember that. Them plaited shorts. I have a pair of those plaited shorts that just made your booty just pop, honey. Just made your booty pop. That was just the whole attire back then. A nice collared shirt with them plaid shorts, honey. That's my childhood. Talking about we ain't know how to dress. We wore those shirts, them short sleeve shirts with the long sleeve shirts under it. I wore that on Saturday. Honestly, I had a short sleeve shirt with a long sleeve shirt underwear, because I was just like, it's warm right now in the daytime, but when the sun go down, it's gonna be cold, so I gotta be prepared. And let's just talk about the fact that she said she was 35. Where, boo? 35. Where, boo? Us millenniums, honey. We be looking good. We look good, honey. We look young. I get told all the time I look like I'm 22. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. My jeans are on it. Girl, I said that the other day to somebody. This guy was like, you look like you a sophomore in college. which was weird. But he was like, you like a sophomore in college? I was like, yeah, I got good genes. He was like, I can tell, I see. I was just like, girl, I can't say that no more. You done messed it up. You done messed it up for me. I love the fact that she said I wasn't a professional dancer. I wasn't a stripper. So we're relaying strippers to professional dancers, boo. No, I totally agree with that because, honey, when I go somewhere, back when I used to be a waitress and I would just have ones and people be looking at me like I just pull out a stack of ones and give them the money, I'd be like, no, I'm not talented enough to be a stripper. You thought? Because they look at me like, you just got off your shift at the strip club down the street? No, I'm not that talented. I'm not that strong. Not that great of a dancer. Sober. I love that professional dancer, boo. I shake my booty for fun. I'm sorry, y'all. I just did my hair and I didn't cut it. I didn't trim the edges. So if you see me just my hair moving, I'm just trimming as I go. Just you see the edges, I didn't trim them. So I'm pulling as I go. I gotta do better. I got a little pal over here that I gotta throw away after this. So if you see that, you see that. This is like the first time I really heard about ghosts wanting to take pictures. Like they taking pictures of themselves so they know. He was like, I'm gonna let you know that I enjoy the show. I'm watching and enjoying the show. You see me, I see you, girl. Yes, honey. Girl, bye. Cause what are we doing? She said, I gotta tell everybody. I gotta make sure you see what I see. You see this? Honey, girl, yeah, that part, because I would have been like, you imagine you making a video and you see that, you see something in your background. Oh no, nope. Make you feel bad. Which, like, back in the day, that used to be a fear. I remember in middle school and high school, mono was a fear. That was the scariest thing. I went to a school. So everyone just shared drinks. Everyone was touchy-feely. Like it was a whole nother level. So after that happened, nobody shared drinks anymore. No one ate after each other. Nobody was really that close to people. Everybody would feel the back of their necks because that was one of the side effects. You had knots in the back of your neck. It was a big deal. So yeah, no. That is wild for you went through that because you heard about that and it'd be like, what just happened? The side effect? I don't think people really talk about that anymore. Back then, we were very scared. We didn't know why we were scared, but we were very scared of that. So yeah, that ghost probably came into the hospital and was like, oh, I'll take this cell phone. Because usually they just delete stuff. Maybe someone actually stole your phone, honey. Maybe that, I don't know if the ghost did, because usually we hear ghosts deleting footage, not taking whole phones. What are you going to do with that phone? Who you going to call? Call a lifeline? So yeah, I don't know about that one. I think maybe, I don't know your friend like that, so maybe, I don't know, girl, I don't know.
This story scared me, and it's from Houston, Texas. If you're scared of elevators, this is just gonna make you even more scared. So this guy works in constructions and buildings in Houston, Texas. At around 6:15 in the morning, his boss sends him to the basement to get some stuff that they need. On the way to the elevator, he meets up with another coworker who also needs to go to the basement for other stuff. By the way, they're on the 19th floor. On the way down, the elevator stops on floor 6 and an older lady goes in there with them. This lady never looked at them or talked to them. She was just standing there waiting with them. And when the elevator got to the basement, the two men get off and she stays in the elevator. When the elevator went back up with the old lady, the guy turns to his coworker and says, isn't it weird that she just got on to go all the way down to the basement with us and is going back up? His coworker gave him like the strangest look ever and was like, what old lady? So of course he was like, on the 6th floor where the elevator stopped. His coworker was like, no one got on the elevator when it stopped on the 6th floor. I think you're still half asleep. He still can't figure out what the hell happened that day because he saw an old lady, he says that she looked like she was in her 70s, get in that elevator. But he was also a little creeped out because at the time, this building was under construction. No one was living there. A 70-year-old was not working with them. So he's still like, who was this old lady? Can you imagine? You still have to work there and you still have to go in the elevator. Fuck, no.
Girl, I'm over here teared up, bruh. Teared up. Let me get myself together. Why is my eyes so watery, bruh? Because when he said stopped at the 6th floor and a lady guy, an older lady, I was like, wait, did she just say Y'all was doing construction on the building? The math isn't mathing, honey. It isn't. But I was, girl. That story, you know, I be trying to debunk these stories, but that one right there, I don't fuck with elevators. I don't. I really don't. I really don't. When you go stay at a hotel or something, you best believe I'm walking up those stairs with my luggage, because what are we doing? Not getting on that elevator, bro. On a 19th floor, bro. That's too high. What's significant about 6? Anybody know? Comment below. What's significant about 6? Nah, girl, bye. I would have probably did some research on that building. You gotta work there again, bro. You gotta come in the next day. You gotta get on that elevator, get to the 19th floor. You have to walk those stairs, bro. You have to walk those stairs to the 19th floor. Honestly, I would. I probably would. Cause what? Honey. No. And back to the debunking part. The friend sees the elevator open. Stop. Open. Close. And keep on going, bro. That's wow. Oh my goodness. The friend didn't see it. Just imagine that. You get to the basement and you're just like, that's weird that she got on just to ride down. Like, who is she? Girl, bye. Somebody said, who is she, girl? Well, that should be a prank. That would be a cruel prank. But bruh, that would be hilarious, honey. Cause I couldn't even experience that. You remember the other day where I said that I was standing on the porch and I saw this figure, this black figure, shadow, whatever it was, across the street going back and forth. So I feel like it was deers. I feel like it was deers. It's weird because I never see deers here. We don't have a forest near us, but like down a few blocks, like you gotta do some curves and turns and all this other stuff to get to the foresty area. But that's what I'm making myself think it was, deers. Because the other day I was driving down a back street, and there was some deers crossing the street, but from a distance it just looked like shadows across the street. I put my high beams on, it was like, oh, that was deers. So that's what I'm saying it is now. Don't know, not about to figure it out. But that's what I say. It was a little bit bigger than deers, but you know, there's some big male deer, so maybe. But yeah, no, I don't like elevators, and this story did not help, honey, at all. Happy Thanksgiving, my favorite holiday. Happy Turkey Day. I hope you eat good and your gut gets full, and you take a little nap and you wake up and eat a ham sandwich, honey. You eat again. Watch some good shows, some good movies. Enjoy your family. Happy Thanksgiving. And think about me. Think about my stomach. My stomach gonna be very happy. Think about my stomach. Think about it. If you like this video, go ahead and like this video. Follow all of the creators and subscribe.